out of all of the mail I've ever gotten, I've only got about 5 pieces, maximum.
Do you respond to that?
I responded to your hate mail.
Just answer the questions. We'll get out of here quicker.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl SA, and I'm back with another video. And yes, we're going to be talking about Mr. Tupac Shakur, Mr. All Eyez on Me himself, who was on the album, who produced it, the background story. So let's get it, and make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Alright, our story is taken off in 1995. Tupac is currently serving a bid up in Clinton Correctional Facilities in upstate New York for allegedly SA-ing a fan. See, while this man is in jail, I read different reports saying that he was down bad, that he didn't have no money, he didn't have this until he met Suge Knight, which we're going to be talking about later in the story. But Tupac, in my opinion, jail really heightened up his spirit because he knew what he had to do once he came out 8 months later in October of 1995. So Tupac's third album, Me Against the World, comes out March 14, 1995, giving him a #1 album, selling over 200,000 copies its first week while sitting behind a jail cell. Mr. Tupac here was very busy while in jail. He was doing interviews, writing letters, poetry, and music. He also found time to get married to Miss Keisha Morris on April 29, 1995. The two had met back in New York at a club. They ended up losing contact, but ended up finding each other again. See, Keisha was a very good girl. I don't think she was ready for this marriage, this thug life lifestyle that Tupac had. You know, Tupac was too busy sending letters to his friend Desiree saying that Keisha was immature and jealous. But excuse me, sir, if I found out that you had other women coming to the jail to visit you and putting money on your books, and you was writing letters, like, I would be a little jealous too. Like, excuse me, sir, I don't know how to be a prison wife. This is my first time ever encountering something like this. So for you to be sending letters to other women, excuse me. But the marriage ended up getting annulled on March of 1996. So I found another letter of Tupac writing Desiree saying that he missed her and that he loved her and that he's depressed about his marriage that happened with Keisha. He has a lot of nerve. Here's more pictures of Tupac and Desiree while she came to visit him in prison. And like I said, people are saying that he didn't have no money while he was in jail. He didn't have this. He didn't have that. He didn't have soap. And I'm going to let y'all hear this Suge Knight recording because I'm just trying to figure out if he didn't have no money, why are y'all coming to take pictures with him in jail? Like, I need money on my books. So this is the makeshift contract that Tupac had made out to David Kenner, giving him permission to oversee royalties and contract. And Desiree is a signed witness at the bottom of it. It's dated July 30th, 1995. I believe this is the contract that she was talking about in her interview. I want to link the interview below. Now we're entering the part where Suge Knight enters the story, so I'm going to let him talk for himself, and you tell me what you think.
I went to prison. He felt all the people he helped and all the people he fucked with on business and art, they let him down. Like, Interscope people, Tom Wiley, who's over the state, or certain artists. He want to talk about the letter with that Madonna. Pop was so pissed because he was telling Madonna never came to see him, and she never put out $1 on his books. When he reached out for me to come see him, he didn't have money for not alone commissary. He didn't have hygiene. You know what I mean? He didn't have shit.
Now, if what Suge is saying is 100% accurate, I'm still going to question it. So you're telling me this man had a #1 selling album and a wife and a billion girlfriends and nobody thought to put commissary on his books? I find that hard to believe. But wait, there's more.
And all these people.
This call is being recorded.
My lover, Madonna, nope, didn't even put nothing on the books. Jasmine Guy didn't put nothing on the books. And so he was saying, man, I'm not going to rap no more. I'm going to live out the bitches. I said, well, tell me one of these bitches who's making sure you eat. He said, you're right. None of them. Only person which I think we really should interview her and put her on there because most people don't know her. There's a woman named Keisha. She was Pac's wife. She married Pac when he was in prison.
Keisha Morris?
She called my office. Yeah, his wife, right? From New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. She called my office, and when she called my office, everybody kept laughing and just took the message and wouldn't give it to me. So I said, what y'all laughing about? They said, there's this girl named Keisha keeps saying she's Tupac's wife, and, they got married, and he really needs your help. And they said, some crazy head. I said, well, look, let me talk to her, because there might be a chance she's telling the truth, right? So I get on the phone with her, and she said, Suge, I'm so glad you took my call. She said, everybody think I'm crazy. I said, I know, they was telling me don't talk to you. She said, but we're really married. I can show you the marriage certificate. I can show you this. I can show you that. I said, you don't got to do all that. Just tell me what you need. I thought she might need some bread or something. I would just give it to her. She said, look, Tupac said the only person can help him is you. Please come sing so you can get him out of prison.
So basically, Tupac had Keisha to reach out to Suge Knight to help him get out of jail. Tupac was very desperate to get out of jail, and I find it crazy that he had all these famous friends and all these women that loved him, portrayed to love him, and nobody was willing to put up $1.3 million of their own money to get him out of jail. This Tupac rabbit hole goes so deep. I didn't get into the music of this episode, but the next episode I will. I probably have to break this episode down in 3 parts, so just bear with me. Stay tuned.